silly, really. Fernandez, yeah, he wasn't completely innocent. No, he's let it go. The referee's just let them off with a talking to, which in some senses is sensible. But yeah, it was needless. It was petulant. But anyway, it passed. We move on. Gospel take a short free kick. Tarbuck now on this right-hand side. Finds Fernandez, who for me has become man of the match. Tarbuck takes over. Diving the ball out to Ramos on the left-hand side in the area. Ramos tries to bring it down and set up a shot, but loses possession. Evesham hooking a high long ball away that goes into the Harry Mizzen stand for a Gosport Borough throw-in. We are 62 minutes into this game at the AI Stadium. Gosport Borough 1, Evesham United 0. Rafa Ramos in first half stoppage time with the goal that divides these two teams. But Evesham, for me, I said they've been impressive, but this second half, certainly they've been second best. But that doesn't mean this game is over, not a bit of it. Fernandez, again for Gosport, is getting away from his man, trying to slip Ramos through. Ramos, I think, shoves one of the Evesham players to the floor. It was Brandon Liggett, lucky not to be penalised for it. Play goes on. And James, are you back in the house, sir?
I am, as Oadur comes down this near side, passing it right into Hart. Hart into right, back to Hart. Hart coming down this left-hand side, trying to tee in. I'm pretty sure it was still there, waiting in the 6-yard box. So it goes out for an Evesham corner on the near side, and I think this stream is back live and running. Yeah, the connection here at the AI Stadium.
It just shows you, though, really, that it only needs one opportunity, because Evesham been under the cosh much of this second half, but they only need one opportunity. They've got a corner now, and here's a bit of a platform for them to try and do something.
Well, it is being prepared to be taken by Barlow on this near side. And I've just seen Wright having a few words with Harry Kavanagh in the D there. Barlow preparing to take this corner. The corner has come in. It's a deep one. Finds the head of an Evesham head. And yeah, knocked over.
Difficult though, because the angle was tight. It was a lovely in-swinging corner that went just past that far post. But I'm trying to see who it was. I think it was Owen Richards who went up, and he was at a difficult angle, and he was never going to get on target. But well played, Evesham.
Oh, Jeremy, I think we were offline for 4 or 3 minutes, but in that time, fans were asking what have we missed. Not really much.
Not a great deal. I don't know whether they heard the mesmerising run from Fernandez. That was a really nice bit of play. They might have missed the incident with Hutt and Fernandez, but that was something and nothing. But anyway, welcome back. Sorry about the tech letting us down. But Fernandez, for me, has become man of the match quite quickly in the second half, with some of these runs and some of this skill and the speed at which it's being executed.
Just looks so elegant when he's on the ball as well. And I've had so many fans approach me saying that he really probably could be playing illegal to even above.
Yes, well, he's
in those
played at a high
spells, you can
standard,
see,
hasn't he? But Gosport coming again, look. Not for long, though.
No. And now 20 minutes have been played of this second half. Gosport is still leading by that 1-0. One that was scored by Rafa Ramos in the first half. So far, very little opportunities in this second half. Gosport will be looking, though, just to keep that 1-goal scoreline ahead and even perhaps capitalise, looking to double that lead, just ensure Evesham do not find a way to get back into this game. So far, though, Jeremy, I think Gosport have nullified pretty much any threats so far.
Yeah, Evesham haven't really threatened much in this second half, certainly. But they still have time. You know, we're only sort of 65 minutes in. They've got quite a long time to do something. Gosport, though, on the hunt for the second.
Ramos, with the ball in, it doesn't find any Gosport players. And just when we have been in those deadly positions, looking to put the ball into those good areas, just how much been happening today?
Yeah, I think we've got some good approach play. Final ball's been there, or the final cross has been there. But what's missing for me at the moment, Gosport, was anticipation. When the and there's even substitution coming, James. So I need to announce this over the PA.
Well, will be Ethan Dunbar preparing to come on. I just wonder if it's going to be in replacement of Hart, who is currently down for the visitors.
And not just that. Yeah. Sorry, I'll retract that train of thought. But yeah, it will be Ethan Dunbar, yes.
Looking at some of the other scores in the Southern Premier League South, in that playoff contesting game, 2 teams fighting for a playoff spot, Wimborne and Sholin, There's been a goal in that game, and it is Sholin who have taken the lead. Joe Rabbit scoring on 61 minutes. Chertsey at home to Weymouth have doubled their lead inside 60 minutes. Bradley Wilson, the ex-Basingstoke fan favourite, putting Chertsey firmly ahead.
Yeah, the game here at the AI is at a standstill at the moment, with Liam Hutt having extensive treatment by the Evesham physio. So you're not missing anything. The game at a standstill. And a substitution waiting to happen for the visitors, with Ethan Dunbar going to come on now. We suspect strongly it will be for Hutt.
Also, Gosport substitution by the looks of it, Jeremy.
Yeah, you've got Dan Wooden being prepared. Dan Wooden being prepared. So clearly, Glenn House is thinking is they want to put this game to bed. If you're sending Wooden out there, he's only got one task and one task only.
Yeah.
Cool. So he's coming. So we'll just have to wait and see how these substitutions do transpire. Now, Hutt is moving very gingerly. He's up. But I don't think he'll be playing any further part in this game, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's his game done by the way he's moving. I might be completely wrong, but he doesn't look very comfortable at all. So I think that is his afternoon over. But until we see the board, we don't know.
Well, unless he wanders off, if he wanders off.
I think it is Hutt going off, yeah. We don't need a...
Well, we are going to get a board.
We are going to get a board, I think. Yeah, 2 for 17.
So Hutt comes in replacement of Dunbar.
Substitution coming on number 17, Ethan Dunbar, replacing number 2, Liam Hutt.
I just wonder who Dan Wooden will be coming on for.
I don't know. I really don't know with this, because there's any number of permutations here that Gosport could do. Because if they want an extra striker on, they're not going to take Fernandez or Taylor off, are they?
Well, the only like I would think of is Rafa.
Rafa, that could be it. It could be Rafa Ramos, who I think is running out of steam slightly out there, perhaps. But they'll still have to have a tactical shift, because the game plan will have to change slightly, because Wooden is more of a battering ram and a target man. Makes a nuisance of himself in that 6-yard box. He hasn't got the pace that Rafa has, so there's going to be a shift in tactics, no matter which way you look at it. But we'll have to see. We'll just have to see.
Well, before that change does happen, Gosport have possession inside their own half. Tarbart coming down this near side into Michael Fernandez. Fernandez looking to get past the Evesham back line and trying to get past Walters, but caught in his tracks there. Well, Evesham now have possession. The ball scooped over the Gosport midfield. Finds the head of Joe Morrison, who nods it straight into right, but Gosport immediately overturned possession through Harry Kavanagh. Kavanagh, long, high ball forward, finds the head of Walters, and Walters' header does find Liggett. Liggett back to, I'm pretty sure that was Walters there with a follow-up, knocking it over the stadium. And it's just bounced off the roof and falling into the stands, in which Gosport have been given this throw-in as a result. Harry Kavanagh thrown it into Bradley Tarbart, the Gosport skipper today. But Kavanagh's return pass isn't great. It finds right. Now Evesham looking to counter. Dunbar was coming forward there. But in the end, couldn't get onto the ball.
Change. Here we go.
Now here comes the Gosport substitution. Dan Wooden coming on. And it's going to be Cable coming off.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gosport Borough substitution coming on. Number 9, Dan Wooden. Replacing number 17, Trevor Cable.
Jeremy, definitely a change of formation.
Yeah, I told you it would be. Because there's no other way to accommodate Wooden unless you change your game plan. But what they've done then, that to me suggests they're going extra striker. Because Taylor's still out there, Wooden's out there, and Fernandez will be the agitator trying to sort of... So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it all shapes up from here, really. But he's the furthest man up the pitch, isn't he? Whereas Taylor's dropped back ever so slightly. Ramos stays out on the left-hand side. So I feel a little bit disappointed for Kev, actually.
Yeah.
Sorry, for Trev, rather, because he's hasn't done a great deal wrong today, but it's just a tactical shift.
Yeah. Well, he always runs these stops off Trevor Cable and done exactly the same today. But to be fair, if anyone can get a late winner, you do bet on Dan Wooden.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, he is a talisman for Gosport. Made nearly 500 appearances and scored. I think he's on about 186 goals now for the club.
Wow.
And he is an absolute talisman. What have we got going on here? We've got Fernandez doing anything he can to keep the ball. Two Evesham players trying to get the ball off him. He's been penalised. The referee had to make a decision and he's given it Evesham's way. Okay, no problem. But Fernandez arguing slightly, but that won't do him any good whatsoever.
Well, it has resumed, and to be fair, a ball just floated all the way through the Gosport box into keeper Blackledge.
Dunbar's quite lively.
He does look lively.
Yeah, he's got a bit of pace on him. So clearly that's Mike Ford's plan to get him into the thick of the action. And I think with his pace, Gosport need to be very, very careful indeed. Because if they get caught and he gets the right pass, then they could be in some bother.
Ewing Casey has further extended Chertsey Town's lead at home to Weymouth, now to 3-0. That goal being scored on the 69th minute in that one.
Yeah,
And
Weymouth
no other
having a
goals to report
terrible
on.
season. They're having a terrible season, aren't they? I do feel sorry for the fans down there. They have had a miserable, lousy season so far.
Such a big club as well at
Yeah,
this
massive.
level.
They're a huge club.
Michael Fernandez coming down this near side, dancing his way through Evesham players until he's eventually dispossessed by Walters. But he's tenaciously trying to win the ball back on the byline. The ball hasn't properly gone out of play. The clearance falls to Tarbuck, but Wright turns his man, overturning possession back for the Robins.
That was smart defending from Walters there for me. I thought if he hadn't have got in there and got his body in behind the ball, then that could have very likely been a 2-0 chance for Gosport. And Fernandez is, I'm not exaggerating, he is terrorising them. He is terrorising them. But they are, to credit to Evesham, they are defending very, very well. And they're not out of this, James. You know,
not by
only
any
take
means.
one chance, and that's it. So Gosport do need that second goal, I think, to settle them down a bit more.
Well, 28 minutes have been played this second half. Gosport still leading by that goal to 0. The ball has come in from Evesham on the far side. I'm pretty sure that might have been Dunbar on the far side.
Straight out for the goal
floated
kick, though. Straight out for the goal kick, though. But yeah, I think Gosport have the slender advantage. But you just sense, don't you, James, that it's not the final act.
Definitely not.
You just get that sense that you've got something else about to happen.
Feels like there's definitely one more chance. Even look at the first half. Took a long time to get our first goal.
It did, and it came from nowhere, and nobody saw it coming.
I've got a feeling it could be the same case for the second half.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Gosport penalised again. They are giving away some silly free kicks inside their own half, though. That needs to stop, really, if they can.
And we just can't allow Evesham to get back into this game from a Gosport point of view.
No, but they're going to have to accept that the visitors aren't going to stop trying, and they are going to keep going and going and going.
The Evesham free kick has been taken. It's gone short into Liggett. Liggett dinks in the ball. It's scooped into a dangerous zone. Still not averted. Blackledge looks to go and claim it. The Evesham players, they're appealing that it went out for a corner.
I have to say,
It looked
devil's
tight,
advocate,
yeah.
I agree with them. I think the referee might not have quite got that one right. But never mind, it's to Gosport's benefit. That was
The assistant pointed.
the assistant was in no doubt at all on that far side. But yeah, there's been some tight refereeing decisions to be made this afternoon for sure.
We had a goal kick taken by Blackledge. Finds Stan Wooden inside the Robins half. In the end, well defended though by the visitors. The ball clipped forward by Evesham. The cross from Patterson, intercepted by Gosport. Ethan Taylor turning his man inside his own half. The ball into Dan Wooden. Dan Wooden flicks the header forward. It looked to try and find a runner for Rafa Ramos, who does well trying to fight for the ball on the far side up against Patterson. In the end, Patterson getting the pass across into keeper Harris, and then Harris clears it away into the Gosport half. To be fair, Dunbar flicked a good ball back into Still on the far side, just by the right corner flag. The cross come in, found Joey Morrison, but it returns back to Still. Still looks up.
I'm going to suggest to you, James, that Taylor's dropped back into the midfield.
It looks like it, yeah.
Ethan Taylor's dropped back into the mid because you've got a front three for Gosport of Ramos, Wooden, and Fernandez.
Yeah, Dan Wooden's
That's
sort
the
of acting as that
tactical change.
sole striker.
They've left him up at the moment, but when they go forward, though, you observe that Taylor's dropped back and you've got like an arrowhead of the front three. So, interesting.
Liggett for the visitors into Owada on the edge of the box. He gets his pass across on the far side. The cross has come in. Can it find the number 19 Walters? It does. But a heavy first touch sees it cleared away by Adam Tommaso. It might drop to Dan Wooden, who
He's
turns
won
the
it.
east man. He wins the ball on the far side, doing well up against Richards. Dan Wooden holding it up for Ethan Taylor to come forward, in which he does. Taylor into Adam Tommaso inside the Robins half.
One like that.
Yeah, indeed.
That was brilliant hold-up play from Wooden because there wasn't another yellow shirt within 30 yards of him. So all he could do there was hold play
Yeah.
up. So he wasn't destined to keep the ball for very long, I don't think. But that being said, that was superb play from him nonetheless.
Joe Morrison flips the ball over. Can it be brought down by Ethan Taylor? Instead, it's headed away by Evesham. Drops though for Gosport. Rafa Ramos looking to dink in a ball. It evades Dan Wooden. It's going to trickle all the way back into Michael Fernandez right at the 18-yard box. He's got Kavanagh arriving behind him. Fernandez is going to hold it up. It looks like he's going to try and go alone up against Walters. Doesn't get better if the defender's still looking to go forward. He's pushed to the floor. Gosport fans calling for the free kick, but never going to be given. And now,
It's Dunbar.
I was going to say, you're looking to counter Dunbar down this left-hand side.
Well done, Finn.
That was
Great bit of
really,
defending
really
there.
well defended from Finley Wall-Smith there. And that is exactly what I said to you earlier in the broadcast, that substitution for Evesham coming.
Well, it's going to be Kai Churley coming on.
9 off, 20 on.
In replacement, it's going to be Still coming off.
Churchley, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Evesham substitution coming on number 20, Kai Churchley, replacing number 9, Levi Still. Number 9, Levi Still.
Jeremy, Levi Still played 25 times this season, got 11 goals. Evesham, they're bringing him off. A little bit of a surprise to you?
Maybe, but if I'm honest, if you're a manager with the experience of Mike Ford, you tend to know what you're doing. And I'm imagining that he's a wily old fox of a manager, and I think he's got a clear plan in mind here.
They keep us down.
And yes, we're just, in fact, did I not see a comment on the comments from an Evesham fan asking if Harris has gone down? He has now.
Yeah, there was.
He has now.
Yeah.
He's on the floor, yeah.
So perhaps quite an injury-related keeper then.
Dodgy going on.
What's going on over
Between
there?
Joe
I think-
Morrison.
what's
I
going on?
think Joe's trying to listen in on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, just no need for it. Just walk away.
Oh, it's Joe Morrison
Walk
and Patterson,
away.
the two players going at each other. Still going on between the two.
Just somebody walk away. The-
To be fair, I think Joe Morrison is slightly winding up his Evesham counterpart.
He is, but the question is he going to get
Well,
himself?
to be fair though, he's on the field of play. He's not committing an offence there, is he?
He is, but he's running the risk of getting into the referee's notebook with this because
He's still
he's
going
agitating
over,
them.
yeah.
He is clearly agitating them.
Now he's been
And now
pushed
the
by
referee
right.
is having a word with him.
Yeah,
Trouble is, he knows what he's doing.
It's quite funny to watch though. He's still
It's
going in.
kind of a comical moment, yes, but it's also a bit daft because it was only going to ever end one way, wasn't it?
Oh, and I have just noticed for Gosport, Luke Cook is starting to warm up.
Yeah.
Haven't seen Luke Cook for a while actually with Gosport after sustaining an injury. So it would be good to see the Gosport attacker back, even if it is for the last 10 or so minutes here at the
Yeah,
Aero
we've got
Stadium.
10 minutes left here, but there's going to be a few added on for that. That's for sure.
Here we go again.
Not getting any sort of attendances yet, though. We're not going to sort of see what the crowd is.
Well, I did have this one on web pages, but how reliable it is, not sure.
Oh, 810
Yeah.
I'm seeing.
If that is true,
Connor, is that
huge
right?
attendance.
Huh?
What?
810?
I have no idea.
Can you ask him,
Yeah.
please? Because if that's correct, that's
It'd be
massive.
very impressive.
Yeah, it
That's
would be.
810.
But it's come from somewhere, so you like to think.
Oh, Evesham on the attack at the moment through Barlow. They play it into the right-hand channel into Oedar. Also looks like Jeremy Oedar. He's sort of floated towards the right-hand channel as well.
Yeah, I think certainly. I'm just trying to see if we can get an attendance out of this. Because I was just desperately trying to confirm that.
But if that is the right attendance, fantastic support once again by Gosport. Right, 25 yards out into Oedar. Oedar in the centre of the Gosport half.
810.
The ball dinked in. Flicked away by Finney Smith, but Patterson went driving in, trying to win
Did
the
he
ball
tell
back for Evesham.
Did he tell
Dan
you?
Wooden on the halfway line, slipping, losing
Go
possession.
against 5.
Yeah, a little bit, but anyway, we can now confirm the attendance here is 810, which is another amazing turnout and show of support. And absolutely fair play to the Evesham fans that are here. You know, lovely having our audience at home listening, but there's a sprinkling of Evesham fans, and
I can see a few red.
that is a long old trip down from there. So you've got to go across the Cotswolds and then down from Oxford. So that's not 5 minutes down the road. So fair play to them.
Oedar into the left-hand channels into Waters. Waters drills in across. Well read though by Blackledge. Just picking it up.
This game's on a knife edge, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it
Because
really
Gosport
is.
haven't really been able to turn their pressure and chances in the second half into another goal. And all the while it's 1-0, there's every chance that Evesham can get back in. So, and we've got 8 minutes left plus stoppages, so the time is starting to run out for Evesham. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting last 10 minutes.
Another ball floated over the Gosport back line. It's being kept in by Churchill. Nodded back into Waters. Waters on the edge of the box, dispossessed by Bradley Tarbuck. Finney Smith gets on the follow-up, looking to clear his lines, in which he does. Long into Dan Wooden. Wooden flicks it back into Ethan Taylor. Taylor feeding it back into the veteran striker of Dan Wooden. Wooden holds it up for Ethan Taylor. The two strikers linking up well. Now Ethan Taylor, a long sideward pass into Ben Greenwood on his far side. Rafa Ramos, the goal scorer in this one. Can he get an assist? Cross, come in, headed away by Patterson. It falls to Ethan Taylor. Taylor going for a shot. It's being blocked before eventually being cleared away there by Evesham.
Good defending again from Evesham, but it shows you how deadly Taylor is in around that 18-yard box to turn the shot. It was heading goal bound, but almost the minute it left his boot, you had two red shirts in there making the block. Really good play there defensively from Evesham.
Paul Town have grabbed a third against Havant and Waterloo through Harvey Slade. Chertsey Town, they're enjoying their afternoon against Weymouth. They've made it 4 against Weymouth. Bradley Wilson grabbing his brace in that game. As for here at the AI Stadium, Gosport still leading by that goal to 0.
I did see there, James, when you had that up, that Walton had pulled it back to 2-2, which doesn't surprise me. It just shows you when you're at the top, how you can dig yourself out of a hole. Rory Williams coming on for Gosport Borough.
That's just going to add a lot more experience to the Gosport back line, Jeremy.
Yes.
For who?
Well, if he's coming on, it's going to be a shift to a more defensive strategy, which is sensible at this stage. It's going to be about game management. Now, who's that?
Yeah, Adam Tomasso's just been injured there on the halfway line.
So that might change.
It looks like a painful one there.
Yeah, so Gosport are going to have him assessed.
Perhaps impacting the substitution.
Just like they're doing much
Yeah,
well.
Evesham are making a change too.
4 for 16.
4 for 16 for 4.
Yes, so it's going to be Barlow coming off in replacement of the 16, Middleton. I thought Barlow's had a good game, especially with the set pieces.
Yes, well, he's been their set piece specialist, hasn't he?
Got the ball up, saying
Now we're waiting for the substitution.
And now the
20,
Gosport
Fernandez.
substitution, so it's going to be Fernandez coming off. It's going to be Rory Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gosport Borough substitution coming on. Number 3, Rory Williams. And he's replacing number 20, Michael Fernandez.
He's had a good game.
Yeah, he's
Very good
I
game.
think Evesham will be pleased to see the back of him. I'll tell you, he has run rings around them, but possibly tiring just a little bit. And that's why the change is being made. But also, I think it's tactical. Gosport are going to a bit more of a defensive shape now. There's only one place that Williams is going to go.
He's had a good game though, Fernandez.
Yeah, very good game.
Yeah.
Certainly worked hard.
Match.
I'd have said man of the match as well.
Yeah, good man.
The set piece being taken by Greenwood. Finds ahead of Joe Morrison. Flicked back by Dan Wooden. Falls to Joe Morrison. Joe Morrison might have an opportunity in front of him. Goes for a shot. In the end, hits it high of the crossbar.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official attendance at the AI Stadium this afternoon is 810, 810. Thank you very much indeed.
A solid showing from the Gosport and Evesham support, really.
Absolutely tremendous. You know, we've missed these sort of good attendances 'cause earlier in the season. We broke the 1,000 barrier several times. But yeah, there's a return to that this afternoon, and indeed a fantastic show of support from both sets of fans. In particular, hats off to Evesham, who have made that long journey down through, and no doubt through some dreadful weather. And they've got a good at least 2 hours to get home tonight. So fair play to those guys. But accept that not everybody can make the journey. So it's lovely to have some of the Evesham fans listening to us as well.
Oh, Evesham still might have something to cheer about as Wright comes forward for the visitors. Owedar storming forward. He gets past Tommaso, but Tommaso goes sliding in, bringing down Owedar, and more tensions brewing. Tommaso getting in a brawl, and Wright got his hands right around the neck. There's a real fight storming between the two sides.
This is all very unsavoury, I'm afraid. The referee needs to be dealing with this. But both assistants are heading towards the incident. And I was saying earlier how both teams have just come to play football, but the Morrison, I think what Morrison did is stoked the fires a little bit. Not that I'm blaming him for this, but yeah, the fires were stoked by his gamesmanship in front of us down by the dugouts about 5 minutes or so ago. That's all rather unsavoury.
What's the ref going to do with this?
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a few sanctions.
Yeah, but there's going to be at least a yellow there for Tommaso. It's got to be.
Right, I think he's also going to receive a yellow.
The initial. Sorry, James. The initial challenge for Tommaso may or not have been worthy of a yellow, but certainly for the scuffle here, you're going to see.
To be fair, I think it should deserve a yellow. The challenge certainly brought down Owedar, who looked begging for a chance on goal. Yeah. So Adam Tommaso, he's going to receive a yellow card.
And he needs to be very careful now.
Also, Owedar, he's going to receive a yellow. Yes. That's going to be for the pushback after, and I think Wright will be the next player to receive a yellow, which he does. So 3 players there from both teams being carded. So you knew that was going to happen, though.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, with discipline being meted out by Tom Ellsmore, the referee, Evesham have now got a fantastic chance from this set piece to do something, because this almost dead centre. In front of goal, maybe 25 or so yards out, maybe near 30 actually. And it's one that I think Andre Wright's up behind. And he's going to have a pop at goal. You just know he is from that angle. But as I always say, James, that from this sort of opportunity,
3 minutes.
the chance is more difficult than it looks in some respects. He's got to get the ball up and down over the wall.
You're watching that.
If only they had a Ben Greenwood. And we can confirm 4 minutes will be added on. But before we talk about those deadly minutes, Evesham have a great chance to get level through this set piece. As Jeremy said, dead centre. Andre Wright, the 29-year-old striker. Hand Wright, find an equaliser. Wright steps up. He's going to go for a shot. It goes over the crossbar. Blackledge still went for a dive. Over.
Big roar of relief from the Gosport fans. But to be fair, it was a decent enough effort, but it was always rising. It was always bending away from the goal. And yes, I think that might have been Evesham's best chance. But we're into the first of 4 minutes of added time. So we're in the 91st minute now here at the AR Stadium. Gosport still hanging on to that 1-goal lead here. James is tweeting, so you've got me for company now. The game restarts from Blackledge, a long kick. He slipped as he took it. Gosport trying to make inroads down the other end. Ramos has the ball taken away from him. A back pass, but he's shouting the keeper down. The keeper has to hurry. Alex Harris hurriedly puts the ball out of play, and Evesham sending it long. They're starting to really go quite long, quite direct now as they chase that equaliser. 4 minutes added, as I'm sure you heard. Now, Evesham trying to break through here. A bit of a challenge going in on the edge of the box, and a free kick right on the edge of the area. Now. I can't see who the player fouled was. 17, it's Dunbar. But who was the Gosport transgressor for it? Because that challenge has now given Evesham an even better opportunity for Wright to have another go. And this is nearly a full 8 or 9 yards closer.
The only thing is, Jeremy, although yes, it is closer, it's going to be even harder to get up and over from that
It
range.
is, but everybody again will once again be holding their breath here, James.
Well, Andre Wright, he's already had one opportunity to score from a set piece. He didn't make that one count. Can he make this second opportunity count?
Whistles ringing out from the Gosport fans around the ground here to try and distract him.
Andre Wright, the ball inside the D. Wright looks at the goal. Can he find it? Wright steps up. He goes for a shot, free kick into Ocker half. It's being blocked. And to be fair, being saved by Blackledge. Had to get down low. It was a short free kick, a smart free kick, you could say. Owendar had a free shot open in front of goal. But in the end, great defending by Gosport and our new keeper, Blackledge, doing what it took to make that vital save, Jeremy.
You've got to hand great credit to Evesham for that set piece. No one saw that coming. No one anticipated. They were all waiting for the shot. But he slipped the pass in there, didn't he? And
did.
what a save. I mean, was it Dunbar? Who was it that had the shot?
Owendar.
But yeah, but the keeper was alert to it, made a brilliant save. And then the ball was loose, and then 2 Gosport Borough defenders got rid of it. And another opportunity for the visitors has gone begging here. But there is another free kick taken by Harris inside his own half. It's going long, it's going high. It's in the area. Gosport have got some work to do here. Evesham's looking to slip the ball in from the right-hand side. Here comes another cross from the substitute Churchley. But it's defended well by Joe Morrison. It's going back into the Evesham half. The keeper's there. Goes long once more, keeping the pressure up here. Gosport still being asked questions here. Evesham looking to get the shot away. Gosport still dealing with it as Taylor getting the ball out of play very untidily, but they won't care. And suddenly this is getting a lot more urgent for the visitors here. Time is almost up here, James. We're in 30 seconds of the 4 minutes left to play. Another long pass goes in. The keeper's coming. It's loose. And a shot comes in. It's blocked there by Tarbuck. And Gosport living on the edge here, aren't they?
Well, Rafa Ramos on the far side looking to get away from the danger zone. And to be fair, the referee has awarded a Gosport. I'm pretty sure it's a free kick all thrown on the far side. I'm pretty sure it is a throw. As Jeremy said, that was so close though. Once again, it was Owendar who had a shot. Gosport are surviving as it stands.
It's fingernails stuff, isn't it? It's like when you're clinging to the cliff face by your fingernails. That's what they're doing. But time is up. That is your 4 minutes and then some now. So you feel this will be the last chance saloon for Evesham now. If they don't do it now, they won't do it at all. Gosport have just got to be sensible with their game management.
Well, they did look to counter once again. The referee is going to say Evesham free kick and Rory getting a yellow.
Yeah, he did.
The goalkeeper Harris coming up to go and take this set piece even, I would say 10 yards away from the halfway line inside the Evesham half. Perhaps one last chance left for the visitors.
It will only be one chance.
Harris with a long hanging cross. It goes into the Gosport box, headed away by Jones. There is the full-time whistle. Breathe. Gosport have won it. Yeah, that goal to nil.
The best.
It was tight. It was nerve-wracking. But Gosport have got themselves over that finish line to secure some much-needed, crucial 3 points against Evesham. The visitors gave it everything, but in the end, the 2 teams were separated by that first half goal scored by Rafa Ramos. It was a great finish by Rafa Ramos in that first half, literally the first and the only chance of the first half. Very little chances within that second half. Jeremy, we can finally breathe. Gosport have done it.
Yeah. My blood pressure just went up a level or 2 there. But, yeah, I mean, fair play to Evesham. They just kept on and on and on at Gosport. And Gosport were reduced to last-ditch defending to keep them out, really. And they've managed to. So it's another vital win for Borough this afternoon, particularly in light of other results around the division. But certainly with Paul beating Havant, so Gosport keeping pace.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's another vital 3 points going forward. But You know, I think I do feel a little sorry for Evesham. They've certainly come here and they've battled hard. They've shown a lot to like, really,
Indeed.
and I think they'll do more than all right in this division. More than all right.
We did have one Evesham fan comment. We've been very unlucky, but they also said they don't look like a team that's fighting off relegation, and I think that's a fair comment, actually.
Yeah, I've seen that from Simon Corbett there. No, you're absolutely right, to be fair. I think that's a very apt comment. You don't, and I don't think you will be either. I don't think you'll be anywhere near that at the end of the season, Simon. I really don't.
Well, to be fair, Evesham, the players are going over to clap their supporting fans. I think the fans have a lot to applaud about with that performance. Also, Gospel going over to our fans as well. Freddie Schmidt going over, hyping up the fans. And Jeremy, every Gospel player over there deserves a little bit of fan appreciation after that result.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you've had the thick end of 800 fans turn out, and the noise level went up and up and up towards the finale, didn't you?
Yep.
The supporters have been nothing less than awesome, home and away this season. So I think it's absolutely right that every single Gospel player should be showing their appreciation. And we go again on Wednesday when we entertain Hanwell.
What do you think we can expect from that game?
Another tough one, because Hanwell are a very, very good side, very up and down, but they've shown enough grit.
Yeah.
And they're a team that Gosport have consistently struggled to beat in the last 2 or 3 seasons. So I don't expect anything other than another really tough test from that particular game.
I look forward to doing it all again Wednesday night. Our final words from us is always for this broadcast.
Up the Borough!
Big game as well.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
kept it moving, didn't it?